about changing locations and shit. Man, get into this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit. Man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago. They ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool. I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace. I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend. We should try again. You been on my mind. You should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl. You know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I.
And we are live in the liquor store, man. Salute to everybody out there in Dallas Cowboys Nation, man. It's your boy, Henny the Moore, reporting live from the liquor store. How's everybody doing today, man? And listen, I know I don't normally go live during my lunch break no more. Let me turn my volume up. I already know it's sort of low. Testing. All right, we should be Gucci now. But yeah, man, I already know I don't go live during my my lunch hour too often no more, but I'm here in full effect. The liquor store is open, and we will be getting drunk on that Dallas Cowboys content together, man. So salute to everybody out there in the chat box. I see my boy King G in the building already. Sin City Cowboys, salute to y'all for sliding through and supporting the content. And hey, man, we got a lot to discuss in the liquor store today, man. We're going to talk about mini camp. Right, yesterday was the very last day, so we can review everything, see how we feel about some of the comments that were made by players and the coaching staff. You know, we're going to review some of the things that folks said about what was going on at mini camp, and we'll also listen to some interviews, man. So just tap in, kick back, unwind. We finna have ourselves a good time in the liquor store, man. So, hey, just everybody knows when you come in, though, and you support your independent content creators, make sure the first thing you do is hit that like button. I know there's a lot of new people in the chat box. Make sure y'all hit that sub and make sure y'all hit that share button, man. But without further ado, man, let's go ahead and dive head first into the content, though. So where I like to start today, right, and I know I'm going to be speeding through some of this stuff because I am on my lunch break. So we're going to start today with Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott did get interviewed. We're going to see if he dropped any nuggets, any tidbits about his mind, the running back room, what the plan for the run game is. Because honestly, man, in the 2024 season, we'll be able to win games in the regular season, passing the football. But when it comes down to postseason success, we will not go where we want to go unless we can run the football when we need to run the football, and unless we can stop the run when we need to stop the run. Those are the two primary things that concern me. We have not had a 100-yard rusher in a postseason game since 2018. And we just saw last year, right, this last playoff game we played, Aaron Jones ran us off the field. I know it gets overshadowed by how well that Jordan Love played. But Aaron Jones ran us off the field, man, as a unit and as a team. So stopping the run is very important. And being able to run the football is very important. Having a multifaceted offense. So hearing from Ezekiel Elliott, who is right now the Dallas Cowboys' best running back on the team, I want to know what his mindset is, what he's thinking about, and what they're talking about in that running back room. I'm not sure how far in depth he goes with it, but we're going to hear from him. We're going to see if we hear anything important from Ezekiel Elliott.
Nicole.
This not the one. This the one.
Being back here.
All right, so this is Zeke. This is what he gave yesterday. So this is Ezekiel Elliott and what he had to say just yesterday. All right, so boom. Yo, Marcus, what's up with you? John Cofield, what's good with y'all? Hey, man, y'all know the usual rules and regulations. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that Eagles fan upside the head, and hit that cash app with that super chat, man, if you want to support the liquor store. But let's get into it. Matter of fact, let me stop this music real quick. All right, boom. Let's get it.
Being back here after a New England off season.
Yeah, actually, it got a little toasty today, especially with that rain. So I had a little humidity, but got a nice little sweat in.
Is today at all like the last day of school a little bit?
It definitely kind of is, but I think we're more sad than happy. Never want football to end. But it'll be good to have a break to kind of regroup, refresh, and get prepared for the season.
All right, so Cuz said, so I'm going to pause this real quick. Said, question, bro, have you heard anything on Diggs this morning? Mark Holmes made video saying bad news. News company in Dallas saying Diggs won't be ready by week 1. Have you heard anything? I have not heard that yet. I hope that's not true. But the man is coming off of a major injury. So, it's not really realistic to expect him to be 100% this year anyway. And then it's also not realistic to expect him to be, ready at the drop of a dime. Because it takes time to come back from a knee injury like that. So if that's being reported, if that's best, listen, whatever best for Trayvon Diggs to get back to form before the season is over, that's what I want to happen. So if he has to take a little bit more time to recuperate, he won't be ready for week 1, we'll figure it out. I need Trayvon Diggs as healthy as humanly possible for the postseason and the stretch run. Because listen, I think one of the reasons why Michael Gallup ended up fizzling out in Dallas is because they rushed him back from injury. Right? They rushed Michael Gallup back from injury, and he was never the same when he came back, got on that football field. Like that bounciness, that athleticism, it was gone, and he rushed back from injury. You could say the same thing for Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard broke his ankle in January, and he was taking, he was taking the running back 1 snaps week 1, come September. So Dallas Cowboys, there's a track record of guys coming back way too soon. Even with Terrence Steele. Terrence Steele tore multiple major ligaments in his knee, right, at the end of the damn season, and he was back. He was back at the start of the season. And he did not have a good year because of it, if we're being honest. So, yeah, like, realistically, you could. You know what I'm saying? Realistically, you could rush him back and do all this other stuff. But, man, if he's not fully healthy, don't rush him. That's what I got to say to that, though, man. My boy Dornell said, I've only heard by the beginning of training camp, not week 1. Well, if he's not ready by the beginning of training camp, I'm not worried about it. But let's continue, though. Let's see what Zeke got to say.
What do you do in this 6 weeks or whatever it is to kind of refresh but also stay ready?
You got to stay working out. That's obviously one. You can't come into camp out of shape. But, you definitely could take some time, take some weekends, go on a couple of vacations.
Were you wondering what it would be like here, fitting back in here, or did you know I've done it, it's just going to be like I never left? Or how would you describe the return?
I wouldn't say I was at all worried about how I was going to fit in when I got back. I was gone for however long, but I still talked to a lot of the guys in the locker room, still hung out with a lot of guys in the locker room, and kind of just picked up where I left off.
What does it mean to you when all the players saying that as soon as you went to the locker room, they were so excited to see you bring such a presence? What is it like to hear that?
It means a lot. It means a lot. And I definitely work to be that guy, and so just it being recognized, it means a lot.
In terms of being that guy, like, how would you characterize that presence? And you guys talk about it all the time about who you are in the locker room.
The main thing is, we're gonna have fun, but we're gonna work. We're gonna get to work. We're gonna be, taking steps forward, but we gotta have fun doing it.
How have you seen Dak progress from the very beginning when you came, and then to where he is now, just as a player, person, leader, all of it?
He's just grown, all around. As a leader, as a person. He's a dad now, so we're growing up, we're getting old. I'm really proud of Dak, just how far he's came, and I know he's got even more left in him.
It's been a little bit, not too long, but with your Ross and Oxnard, what are your thoughts about getting back out there?
I'm glad we're gonna be out there in that cool weather by the ocean rather than here in that heat.
After being around in the running back room for a few days at least, can you kind of gauge what the depth is on the team at that position?
We got 8 backs right now, so plenty of depth. But we got a lot of guys, a lot of good young players that bring a lot of good things to the table. And
I'm gonna stop Zeke right there, because he is right about one thing. I'm not gonna call him a liar or anything like that, but he is right about having depth. Right. They do have 8 running backs, if I'm not mistaken. Right now, currently on the Dallas Cowboys roster is Ezekiel Elliott, Rico Dow, Malik Davis is currently still on the roster, Snoop Connor, Deuce Vaughn, Pete. I think you also got to count Hunter Lukey and Royce Freeman. So that is 8 people in the running back room. So the issue is, outside of Ezekiel Elliott, who are you really depending on in that running back room? You got one real proven running back, and then you got 7 guys you got question marks by their name. I don't know how much Royce Freeman's going to play for us, or if he even makes the team. I don't know how healthy Rico Dow is going to be. I don't know how much they trust Deuce Vaughn this year to be a part of the offense because of his size, because the man is 5'5". I don't know if Pete game translates to the NFL, because he was never really even a full-time starter in college, right? So there's a bunch of guys with question marks. Will Malik Davis get out of the doghouse? Because, he's had his issues with the Dallas Cowboys at this point. Hold on, man. Landlord up here tripping. My boy out here tripping. He said, Heinous Henny, the most rakish, debauched content creator on the planet. No, we will not do that. We will not do that. Landlord is still the most nefarious human being on the planet. Oh, every time we go out somewhere, man, I ain't gonna do Landlord like that. Good to see my brother, though, man. I'm gonna save it for when we actually get on the show together. Then I can call you diabolical, evil, heinous, despicable, ungodly, unclean, and all those other adjectives and nouns that I use to describe you. I'm not gonna do you dirty like that right this moment, man. But shout out to my brother Landlord from Alabama, man. You T Jack, what's up with you? Marcus, what's up with you? Jessica, what's up with you? Thank y'all for sliding in and showing love. It said Tyrone Henny. They said Zeke, Hunter, Rico, and they carrying 5 running backs. Yeah, they deep. Listen, they deep at running back. I just don't know how good they are at running back, and that's where the issue lies. Now, theoretically, I think the Dallas Cowboys could get better running the football just by having a better offensive line and a better run scheme. Like, that might pay dividends for some of the guys in the running back room. But, yes, he's right. They are deep. They are deep. But I don't know how good they is outside of Zeke. But let's continue.
I'm excited to get to work with them in camp and, continue to help them develop.
What kind of things do you give to them and have been given to them?
8 years, however many carries, however many reps, however many blitz pickups, just the experience. I've seen just about everything. Just give them a little bit of my experience and, any tidbit or nugget that could help them with their game.
How is your approach to
You've
been seeing a lot of Mavs games. You've been paying attention and supporting them through this run?
Oh, of course. I'm happy for the Mavs. I'm glad, they made it to the finals, and, I hope they do their thing.
How is your approach going into year 8 as far as your off-season conditioning differ from year 1, year 2, year 3?
The main thing is I just wasn't signed, so I was doing a lot of stuff on my own. It's a lot of stuff on my own. Definitely a lot harder when you're training and you don't necessarily know where you'll be or when you're going to sign. I'm definitely happy that he got that out the way early.
Are you ahead of where you were then? You know what I mean? Because last year at this time you're still waiting to figure out where you're going to go. In terms of conditioning and how you feel and being ready to play.
I wouldn't necessarily say I'm ahead of where I was, just because I still was trying to have the same type of calendar, the same type of time clock as if like I was in an OTA. So I wouldn't say I'm ahead of where I was.
We always talk about physically your workout routine and everything, but do you eat a lot differently now in the off season than you did your first couple of years in the league?
Yeah, definitely got to. That metabolism definitely slowed down. Can't do as much Nick and Sam's as I want. But yeah, definitely got to tighten up there.
Along those lines, what are the differences between how you prepare your body year 9 versus year 2 or 3?
Just got to do so much more. My routine is a lot more complex. got a lot of new exercises and things to help me prep my knees, and so I'm ready to go. It definitely takes a little more to get warm and get ready for those practices in year 9.
You built up your knees. How much healthier and better do you feel now, away from that knee injury from a couple of years ago?
I mean, I definitely don't really feel much from it at all. I think it just, I had back-to-back years with just kind of unlucky injuries. But, making it through last year, pretty injury-free, knock on wood. I feel good going into this season.
Jerry said before he signed you that he still viewed you as a starting caliber running back in the NFL. How do you view your role now that you're back on the Cowboys?
I still view myself, as a starter in this league. But also, I got to take care of my body and make sure I'm fresh for when it matters. And so, what's that going to look like? I'm not necessarily sure, but we'll figure it out.
Okay, so let's talk about that little tidbit that Zeke said. He said he still views himself as a starting running back in the league. He still views himself as a starting running back in the league. And technically, he's right now on this team with this current running back room. He is the best bet that you have out there, right? He is the most seasoned running back, the most proven, and he's the better red zone runner. So right now, at this particular point in time, Zeke is your number one running back. The real question I want to ask everybody out there, right? Do you think that Ezekiel Elliott in the year 2024, in year 9, is good enough to be your full-time running back? Yeah, it's a complete difference being a workhorse and a starting running back. But I'm just asking y'all, do y'all feel... Hold on, because I'm... Wes had hit me on the book. Oh, shout out to my boy Trix, man. Shout out to my boy Trix, man. He hit me with the $2 super chat. He said, "Did you see Lance's interview on Brock's podcast?" I seen a part of it. I saw a part of the podcast that he did. That he would, because Brock Hoffman. Shout out to Brock Hoffman, by the way. He has a podcast. You should go check it out. He always interviews his teammates. It's very insightful. And I saw the part on there where Trey Lance, talked about how he was mentored by both Jimmy Garoppolo and Dak Prescott, and how he thinks the world of them, and how Dak's been working with him in the off season, and all those different tidbits of things. So I saw a part of it, and I made a small little reel out of it. I did not watch the entire interview yet, but what I picked up from that slight part that I saw, Dak is a real one, man. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about that. Dak is a real one, because we've seen time and time again where these other quarterbacks, they ain't trying to have no parts of that. Brett Favre was not trying to have any parts in developing Aaron Rodgers. Joe Flacco was not trying to have any parts of developing Lamar Jackson. So a lot of veteran quarterbacks. Even Big Ben got mad when they drafted backup quarterbacks in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? So the way that Dak Prescott goes about handling business in Dallas, he always is welcoming towards these other quarterbacks in the room with him. He's always trying to help them and improve. He's not scared of competition. Like that speaks volume to his character, man. That speaks real volume to his character as a leader and as a quarterback, man. So shout out to that man. And yeah, man, y'all hit the like button. I know that it's weird on the new layout, right? Because you got to hit the little 3 dots or whatever. But hit the dots, bring it up, hit the like button, and hit the share button as well, man. Also, Tricks, if you send another $3, you're going to get a raffle entry for a Dallas Cowboy jersey. I'm giving away a jersey. We're going to pull a name of the winner on the 1st. Everybody that sends $5 to either the Cash App or the Super Chat will get raffle entries. Every $5 is a raffle entry. And we're going to run that until the 1st of July. So if y'all want to enter, support, Hit the Cash App, it's $ Henny the More, or hit the Super Chats. But let's get back to the content and let's hear what Zeke got to say. But yeah, man, y'all let me know in the chat box. Do y'all think this man is a starting running back in the NFL? At this point in time. At this particular point in time, do y'all think that he is a starting running back? But let's continue.
What does Britt mean to you? Every day you guys do that stretch and you end up with a hug when you're done. What's the relationship you guys have built over the years?
Man, Britt's family to me. Dealing with those knee injuries, he was there every step of the way. And, he was a guy that I always knew had my back and, even at times, protected me from myself. I want to be out there on that field. But, I really appreciate him just for being wanting the best for me, no matter what it is.
Mike has talked about this being a running back by committee. What does that look like to you? And you talked about being fresh and how do you approach a running back by committee more different than you've had in the past?
I don't know exactly what it looks like, but like I said, we'll see. I love football. I'm gonna do whatever it takes for me that I need to do to help this team win. And so, whatever that is.
The splitting carries with Tony and splitting carries in New England has prepared you for that type of role compared to where you were early in your career when you was getting 300-400 carries.
Exactly. Yes. Yes, it did. Yes.
All right. So that was Zeke, and that's what he had to say, in regards to pretty much just hitting his role on the team. And listen, he said, I see his leadership style too. Like, you can pretty much tell. Like, he said, we're going to have fun, but we're going to work. Like, we're going to work. We're going to make sure that we get the job done, that they're focusing. So, hey, I think it's a good thing to have that man back here. I think it's a good thing for morale. It adds another leader, a former All-Pro, a guy with some cachet to help these young running backs out, man. So, let me see. Reporting live from the liquor store. What's up, man? Salute to you. Yeah, shout out to the Commanders fan in there too, man. Like, listen, y'all got young. I like Jaden Daniels. Listen, if we being real, I said that Jaden Daniels was the best quarterback in the draft. I had Jaden Daniels over Caleb Williams. Y'all can go back and check my work. It's all on YouTube what I had to say. I still think that we're going to win our division, and I still think that we're gonna be the team. It's gonna still be a two-man race. Not because y'all just young, man. I think y'all still need a couple more weapons. Hold on, let me text Wes back. My bad, y'all. I know I suck at multitasking. So let's see. They did sign Kendricks. Yeah, I like signing Kendricks. I like the signing of Kendricks. And, it was reported that Kendricks made a play. He forced a deflection that led to an interception in the back of the end zone. So your linebacker that you brought in, he already done made plays, against the first team offense. Now, Dak Prescott and them went back and got a touchdown the very next play. But, I like the competition. He said, how do I feel about the Carson kid? I like Carson. I think that Carson is talented. I think he has decent size. I think he's coachable. The thing about it, though, man, is when is he going to get on the field? Because right now the Dallas Cowboys have Trayvon Diggs playing outside, right? Trayvon Diggs will be playing outside. You also you're keeping Deron Bland on the outside. That's why you signed Jordan Lewis back to hold down the slot. So when is he gonna get on the field? That's really my only concern about him and Eric Scott. Like, those guys are more future picks and future players than anything else. Like, they're future picks and future players more than anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see where they even have a role on the defense. Special teams, sure, but I don't really know what they're supposed to do during the regular season, regular gameplay, when you already have 2 All-Pro corners and then a veteran. Yeah, special teams is about it, because you already got 2 All-Pro corners going to play on the outside. You got a veteran slot corner. So when are they going to play? When are they going to play? You know what I'm saying? Then he still got to beat out Eric Scott. I know we don't ever talk about Eric Scott. Like, he was just the training camp darling last year. He didn't really do much in preseason, but you know, it's how it is. So yeah, man. But y'all got some questions though, man. Said Jaden is the next Lamar. Hey, shout out to West Coast Cowboy in the building, man. Now listen, man. I gave y'all a compliment and said that he was the best quarterback in the draft. You done went too far with this Lamar stuff. Like, and I like his athleticism and the way that he plays, man. But he needs some more. He needs some more peanut butter before y'all ask that man to go out there and get hit and hit stick by these damn defensive players in the NFL. Like, you need to let that man get some more peanut butter on his bones. All right. So, hey, we finna let West Coast in for the last 5. We got about 5 minutes. Last 10 minutes. Hold on, we finna bring West Coast Cowboy on, man. Let me send my cousin this link. Let's do it. That's how you know we're a real one. Didn't give a damn that was on in a couple minutes. That's my boy. All right, hey, Wes, I just sent it to you, man. Go ahead, jump on here with us, my boy. He said gonna be better than Dak. In order to be better than Dak Prescott, my boy, that man had to end up being an All-Pro. The day that he is an All-Pro player, you know, that's when you can say he's better than Dak Prescott. But I don't see that happening. But shout out to my brother West Coast Cowboy in the building, man. What's good with you, my boy?
What it do, man? What it do, man? What it do, man? I ain't talked to nobody this morning. I was texting everybody, man. I got a show starting in 15 minutes. And, man, I want to make sure you guys are bringing this great, great content over there. Make sure it's like 164 people in here. But as I was paying attention, I think it was only like 30-something likes, man. So you got like 134 people robbing you right now, bro. Robbing you blind right now.
Damn.
For real, bro.
They
Like,
doing
for real.
dirty like that?
They doing you dirty like that, bro. You was looking in the front and they was going out the back door. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro. They had plates and all types of stuff in their hand. You might want to ask them people on the way out what they had in their hands, because I saw plates and pots and pans and all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's too many people in here not to get them likes and shares up. So, man, make sure you guys hit that like and share. If you guys like the content, I'm going to tell you this right now. As soon as you get off here, Facebook is going to try to sell you a whole bunch of other stuff. Why? Because they have a bunch of other people they think are just as good as Henny in other atmospheres. And guess what? They might be. But we're not here for those guys. We're here to find Henny in the football content. And the only way you're going to consistently do that is if you hit that subscribe and that like button. So you got to hit that subscribe and like button, or else you're going to be watching videos on how to build decks and how to, resurface carpet and stuff like that. And you don't want that. You want to talk about cowboy content. So come on, y'all. Like my boy Dran Trentita said, go to the bottom and hit that like and follow button.
Indeed, man. So, hey, Wes, what did you think about some of Zeke's comments? Like, he ain't do no Michael Parsons shit. Just, did you hear his interview at all?
I heard bits and pieces of it. You know what I'm saying? Man, this I say it like this, I don't, when it comes, not Michael, but my boy Zeke. Zeke is a dude that's been prepared for a very, very long time for these types of moments. So I don't have a problem with Zeke, you know, in pretty much anything Zeke says, because Zeke is one of the most tailored. Like, you know, I remember having a conversation with Zeke's dad, and he was like, "Man, he was like, forget playing in national championships in college." He's like, "Man, my son was playing a national championship when he was 8." Like he's built for these. He's been built for these moments. Like Zeke has always been a dynamic player. He's always been looked at as that dude. So he's always had cameras and microphones in his face. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, anything that Zeke says, I can guarantee you it's going to be tailored with truth. But at the same time, he's a dude. Zeke is a dude that he understands there's a microphone in his face. Like he understands that better than anybody. So anything that he says, I will definitely take it with a lot of validity. But at the same time, I know it's going to come out accurately. So those are my thoughts on Zeke, because he's a dude that's always had a mic. He's always had a microphone in his face. That's, you know what I'm saying? He's always been a superstar.
And homie leaving, he fold under pressure when it's playoff time. You know we gonna fold. I don't know that. But
I mean, they're not talking about Dak though. They're not talking about, you know, listen, let me tell you this right now. We're not like, there at some point you got to stop. We got to stop as content creators. We got to stop.
Hold on, I done lost my sound in my headset. Hold on.
I still hear you though. I can still hear you.
Yeah, I had lost my sound in my headset.
I know. I'm just letting you know. I can still hear you though. I'm just letting you know you were still good on my end.
Perfect. Yeah,
what was I gonna say? What the hell was I gonna say? Talking about?
Oh shit! Nah, I was just gonna tell you about he ain't say nothing crazy. You know, like you said, he had a very thought out. He had a very thought out response to everything. He pretty much said they're gonna have fun. Oh, you can't hear me, Queen. Y'all can't hear me over there. Let me see something. Did my volume go down with that?
I can hear you.
Okay. Y'all in the chat box, put a 1 if you can hear me. Cause Wes can hear me. I want to see if y'all can hear me in the chat box. Comforting Cal. Yeah, Marcus said he can hear me. Okay. She said barely. I don't know. Might try to turn your volume up a little bit. I'm gonna turn the volume up on my headset just a little bit, and on my microphone, and then we just gonna keep rocking. Okay, cool.
Hey, so also real quick, a shameless plug. I will be live, and I will be live I will be live in about 15 minutes doing another show. So you don't even have to spin back. There's a new program that we're having. You can just watch, even though Henny's not going to be on the show, you can watch the show on his platform. So you don't even have to spin back. All you got to do is when you see Henny a lot more go live, all you got to do is log in. That's it. That's all it is. It's going to be me and the Bishop. And they have a new program now they have a new program that we're using that allows us to, when I go live, even if Henny's not on here, I can still go live on his page, and we're gonna start doing that. Why? Because we all need content, bro. We all work together. You know what I'm saying? So even if I'm not on here, even if Henny's not on here, he can still get credit for my lives. Why? Because he's family. You know what I'm saying? I love his kids. I love his kids like I love my. Why wouldn't I want to help Henny put some food in his kid's mouth? You know what I'm saying? Same reason why he'd want to make sure I got some in mind. So whenever we go live, you'll be able to. You don't even have to listen to me. You don't even have to come over to my page. You can stay right where you are on Henny Demores on HTM Sports, and you can watch my shows and my content right there where you is. And then guess what? Whenever I'm live, you can stay exactly right there where you are on Henny Demores page and watch my content.
Trill. And yes, it is a different format right now. You know, we're experimenting with a vertical display, but you know, we'll still get you both. You know,
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? Listen to me. This is my new way of doing life. You know, doing content. So I'm just being honest with y'all. I mean, y'all should already be used to it with West Coast, because like listen to me. I realized that this format was better probably when I first started content. That's why I've always been that one content creator that still uses his cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because I always knew that this long way right here was going to be the future. Why? Because that's how you actually view your phone. Nobody takes their phone out and then turns it to the side. Nobody does. The only thing that programs you to do that is what? YouTube. You know what I'm saying? YouTube programs you to turn your phone to the side when you go live, when someone's live. But all the other platforms, they want you looking at it straight and down. So, you know, the advantage of this also is YouTube, when we go live like this, YouTube puts this as a live content. But since the format is like a short, they put it in the shorts. So it's like all those people that be watching just that go on YouTube just to watch shorts because they only want to watch a 30-second video and not a 5-minute, 10-minute video. All those people are getting notifications now too. So there's why you're seeing there's a lot of new haters in here, but there's also a lot of new lovers in here too. You know what I'm saying? Tell me again. Tell me again, is we gonna be subscribers or friends? Oh, it is, baby. Yeah. I gotta hit it. Baby. I gotta hit it. Please tell your subscribers and friends to come back to YouTube and we can do it again.
all right.
Make sure you hit that subscriber again so you can bring your ass to YouTube and we can do it again. Hey! Speaking of which, make sure you guys stay on make sure you guys stay connected to Henny DeMore right now. So when I go live, you will be connected to my page. You will be able to watch my content. And if landlord, if you want to get on that contractual obligation, I can get you in there too. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying, from now on, whenever Henny goes live and you want to watch his content, West Coast is official partner of HTM Sports. I am an official partner. His lawyer got on the phone. My lawyer got on the phone. Even though we family, we still had the lawyers handle it out. Yeah, I mean.
Philly said it's not the tiny desk.
It's not the tiny desk. What that mean?
You never seen the tiny desk when they do live performances with live instruments? Like performers. you got.
Oh yeah, I always wonder what that was. I have seen that.
Yeah.
All right, I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, hey, if you on landlord, if you in the trap house and you want him to tell him to sign the contract. Say sign the contract, landlord, stop playing. You know that contract in your inbox. Go ahead and sign it. You know what I'm saying? And we get you in then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
what's up with you, Regina Green, Jessica? But this is because of the spin game. You guys had a really good spin that game. Hold up real quick.
Go ahead.
Hey Bishop, we still live. I'm on Henny, so I was waiting on. I ain't had nothing. All right, so I'm about to get off. Let me tell him we about to get off here.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back to work anyway.
Hey, you know you crazy when you ain't got nothing else to do and you just jump on somebody else's whole show, bro.
Hey, it be like that sometimes, man. You got to kill time somewhere.
All right, click the stop.
But yeah, man. Hey, landlord. Wes, send landlord your link too, man, so he can attach his page. So folks in the trap want to see the show too.
All right, I got you. But yeah, that's the new thing we're doing, man. That's the new thing we're doing. I like it because like I said, when my guy landlord, when he's out there working, because my boy be working a real ass job, he out there picking up bricks and taking them from left to right. You know what I'm saying?
Man, a Hebrew.
Yeah, out there for real. So the dope part about it is a guy like my guy landlord can get credit for some content. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe that he should get credit too.
Indeed. But man, closing thoughts, because I'm finna have to jump off here and go back to my real job as well. But I do appreciate you for sliding on here for a minute, helping entertain the chat box. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and show my boy some love, man, on the content. It's gonna be him and the brother Bishop. So from the Big Time Show, so y'all tap in.
All they have to do is stay where they are. You ain't got to go nowhere. Remember, you ain't got to go nowhere. Just stay right here on and just listen to it. As soon as I go live, as soon as he goes down, you're gonna get a notification that Henny DeMore is live. Click on it. That's all you got to do. Just click on it. You'll be able to watch my show from his. You'll be able to watch my content, my live show on his page, and he will get paid for my live content. And guess what? I'm okay with that. You want to know why? Because I'm related to his kids. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of how that works. You know what I'm saying? If his kids is eating,
that's how family work.
Yeah, that's just kind of how it works. I'm related to his kids, so you know what I'm saying?
Indeed, man, indeed.
I'm out of here though. I got to get ready for mine.
All right, I'm out here too, man. Hey, let them folks know what you say on the way out, man.
You guys already know what it is. Never look down because